Hello everybody, Bromatic here. Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be listening to Drake's second diss track on Kendrick, Taylor Made Freestyle. This just dropped, I think a few hours ago, maybe. And first, before I begin this reaction, I'm going to address my first video because it's getting a lot of hate. It's fair. I definitely didn't put as much research into it in the video. I read all of the Genius for both of them. I read the Genius for Drake's especially. I don't really think I read into Rick Ross's that much, but I read into Drake's. I didn't put as much in the video as I probably should have, and I didn't give him enough credit. I definitely didn't give him enough credit, and I will agree with that. That was my bad. I just, in general, don't like Drake usually. When he's rapping like back to back and the push-ups, they're great. And on Meltdown and so many other verses where he's actually rapping, I enjoy it heavily. It's the singing that I do not like, and that's why I was talking shit about the singing at the end of that video as well. People in the comments were very quick to tell me, "Oh, you didn't understand this line. All the bars are going over your head." Yes, and the first reaction, yes, most of them went over my head. The ones that I did catch, I just thought weren't that great. There were a few that were definitely creative, definitely good. I just was thinking about how this was a diss to Kendrick when it was also a diss to other people. I wasn't thinking about that as well, as much as I should have. And I do think that he definitely that diss track definitely warrants a response from Kendrick, and he for sure needs to talk about some things in his response, because Drake did cook him a bit. I mean, I don't think it's anything like kill shot level, like I said in the last one. I don't think that the diss was good enough to kill Kendrick, to absolutely destroy him, because it's Kendrick Lamar we're talking about. I mean, it's not like Pusha T cooked him back last time, but it's not like we're dealing with Kid Carson or Playboy Cardi, somebody that's not a lyricist. We're dealing with Kendrick Lamar. And I mean, I know he couldn't spend as much time on Kendrick because he was dissing a bunch of other people as well. But I feel like the ones that were aimed towards Kendrick were just kind of cheap shots, like just dissing his height, dissing his shoes. I did like how he flipped the big stepper thing on it. That was a creative way of doing it. I just don't think that there was too many like final blows in there. The split thing is the biggest thing, and I agree that his like if that's true, if all that is true and factual, that label shit is crazy. Like his splits are crazy, the Taylor Swift, everything crazy. So yeah, Kendrick definitely should respond to Drake because of that one. And Drake went ahead and made another one on top of that. So he's really trying to get a response from Kendrick, which makes me think that Drake has something on him because he's being hella cocky for going against one of the best lyricists of all time. And I'm not even glazing when I say that. I mean, I do love Kendrick. I absolutely love him. But he has a Pulitzer Prize. He's one of the only rappers to have a Pulitzer Prize. All of his albums are very highly reviewed. There's 90s. He's one of the only 10 out of 10s by Anthony Fantano. I know Anthony Fantano is not a great way to represent music because he usually gives albums that I enjoy very much low scores, and he gives ones that I don't like high scores. He's just one guy. But the general response to most of Kendrick's albums is always higher than the general response to Drake's. I'm sure there's a Drake album that is better than Kendrick's worst album, but I have not heard any Drake album that I would rate higher than a Kendrick album that I've heard. That's just me. That is my opinion. If you have a different opinion, that is all fine with you. Me personally, not a big Drake guy. I think that's fair to say. Especially with my reaction to the last one, you can kind of just tell. Um, I don't. I just let's leave it at that. I definitely messed up on the last one. I should have put more of the clips of me looking at the lyrics in there. I'm not gonna fuck up this time. I have Genius pulled up. I'm gonna go through it the entire time the song's going through instead of afterwards. So the people that just watch the Drake part and don't see me reading the lyrics can't say that I didn't look into it. And also, it's just a better way of doing it. I just was kind of throwing it together a video because I wanted to get it out before it wasn't relevant anymore, because that's how YouTube works. And yes, when that happens, you do get false information. You do get different results. It's just kind of how it works sometimes. So yeah, let's just get into this. Let me stop talking about the last video before everybody completely forgets that this is even for reacting to the diss track. So let's get into it. All right. So it's called Taylor Made Diss, which I'm guessing he's going off of the whole Taylor Swift. He's getting controlled by Taylor Swift or something. We will see probably more in the lyrics. So let's get this. And I'm seeing AI Tupac here, which is interesting. Is he actually doing AI Tupac? Let's see. Let's get it. Let's go.
Illuminati. Does rise again.
He is. That's fucking insane. Wait, okay. That's actually insane. He's using AI Tupac against Kendrick. Oh boy. Drake is a troll. I will give him that. Holy fuck. Using somebody's idol AI to diss somebody, especially one that is dead and has been dead for many years, is absolutely crazy. Jesus. All right. Possibly he said dogs rise again, alluding to Kendrick's line and like that. Okay. Drake could be flipping that line to say Kendrick's attempt to failed bury the dogs. All right. You can see it in my eyes again. Okay. It's just another reference to his album. All right. Keep going. Because it's going to be a long ass video if I keep going like this. W's in that chat.
Kendrick, we need ya. The West Coast savior. Ain't great in your name and some hip-hop history. If you deal with this viciously, you seem a little nervous about all the publicity. For this Canadian light-skinned doc, we need to know the baby West Coast victory, man. Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls as a kid for me. Heard it on the Budding podcast, it's gotta be true. They told me the spirit of Machiavelli is alive, and the nigga under fire.
Okay, so he is doing an Eminem-esque, Slim Shady-esque, well, B-Rabbit-esque thing here. Just throwing out the talk about liking young girls. That's a gift for me. Got it. I mean, this doesn't necessarily throw out the possibility of him using a bar like that, especially if he makes it like insanely deep and has evidence and shit. Like he probably will when he responds because it's taking him forever. Yeah, and then him just like using Tupac is crazy. It's kind of disrespectful, not just to Kendrick but to Tupac. I mean, kind of to the whole West Coast. I mean, I feel like this is going to warrant some more blowback from other people that were not involved in this originally. So let's keep going.
5'5", so it's gotta be you. I would beat the whole fucking game. It was me and Snoop Dogg, have my fucking shirt off in the House of Blues. You gotta fuck this nigga, girl, he gotta get abused. All that shit about burning tattoos, he is not amused. That's jail talk for real thugs, you gotta be you. Gotta leave this motherfucker broken and bruised before we really lose. You asked for the smoke, now I seen you too busy for the smoke. I won't lie, the people confused. Now you about to get this shit another week and fall back to homegirl, but run the numbers up. I would've refused for these industry relationships. She not in your shoes.
Fuck, I missed that. You asked for the smoke, now it seemed you too busy for the smoke. So that's just saying that he's not like responding, I'm guessing. Fall back to homegirl who running numbers up, I would've refused. Does that allege that? Oh, gotcha. Fall back to homegirl who running numbers up, I would've refused. Fuck these industry relationships, she not in your shoes. So he's talking about Taylor, I'm guessing. Previously teased Lamar for catering to Swift's agenda on push-ups when he rapped. Okay. Drake officially joking that Kendrick's music release schedule is controlled by Taylor Swift due to her release dates for music dictating that of Lamar's. Interesting. Okay. All right. Cool. I mean, I wouldn't want to drop on the same week as Taylor Swift. I mean, Drake didn't. He did at some point not Drake. I think he delayed an album because Taylor was dropping on that day. So I know that both of them are like that. I mean, Taylor just kind of controls the industry like that a little bit. But I do see how it affects Kendrick more than Drake because, I don't know, it is a good bar because Drake is basically just saying he's delaying the diss track more because Taylor just dropped, I think, is what he's doing there. But yeah, it is weird that Kendrick has not responded yet. He did have a whole month to write something because he knew Drake was probably going to respond. So Maybe not, actual diss track, because he usually doesn't do that. He usually does subliminals, but let's keep going.
And fall back to homegirl for running numbers up. I would've refused for these industry relationships. She not in your shoes. You supposed to be the boogeyman. Go do what you do. Unless this is a moment that you tell us it's not really you. In that case, there's nothing left to say. I just pass it to Snoop.
Oh my God, Snoop Dogg AI
Nephew,
too.
what the fuck you really got to do? We passed you the torch at the House of Blues, and now you gotta do some dirty work. You know how to move, right? Right? I know you never been to jail, orange jumpsuits and shower shoes. Never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody, never did nothing violent, and no one. It's the homies that empower you. But still, you gotta show this fucking aisle who's boss on the west.
Wait.
Now's the time.
Wait. Never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody. I'm sorry. I'm reading the other lines. It's kind of, I should probably listen to it and then go back. I'm going to start doing that. Never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody, never did nothing violent to no one. It's the homies that empower you. Drake insinuates Kendrick is donning a false bravado via what he's seen rather than what he's experienced. This non-criminal persona is frequently occurring stance Kendrick takes with his songs. But isn't there other parts where he's talking about him being... I don't know if Good Kid Mad City... I know it's like a film type thing, but I thought there was some truth in there. Especially in the thing with his dad almost getting killed. So he definitely did see violence. So that's a little weird. But he never did violence. I see that. Okay, he never did violence. Yeah, because he wasn't... Yeah, gotcha. Drake, I don't know if you are either. I mean, I don't know if anything comes out about him. It's alleged that he killed X or sent out a hit for X, but I don't really know how true that is either. I'm just saying Drake also doesn't seem to have done that as well. And I know that this isn't like... Not saying that he hasn't as well. I just think it's kind of weird that he's like checking him when I'm pretty sure Drake is also not living a lifestyle like that. But I do kind of see where he's coming from, where Kendrick does talk about that stuff, but he never actually was like in the scene, I guess. But he was a little bit, not like violent though. I don't know. It's a little weird to me. Let's see. Let's keep going. I'm going to go to the next verse and then I'll look at the back.
Never did nothing violent, and no one. It's the homies that empower you. But still, you gotta show this fucking aisle who's boss on the west. Now's the time to really make a power move. Cause right now it's looking like you writing out the game plan on how to lose. How to bark up the wrong tree and then get your head popped in a crowded room. World is watching this chess game, but are you out of moves? That you know the DOG never fucking doubted you. But right now it seems like you posted up without a clue of what the fuck you about to do. Yeah,
I mean, he isn't responding. I do get that. But I feel like when he does respond, it's going to be pretty big. But I have a feeling that Kendrick responding is what Drake wants, because it seems like Drake probably has something on him. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, because if Drake is just doing this to warrant a response from Kendrick, he has nothing on him, then he's just going to get killed. I mean, he's got to have something. There's no way this is his only plan. Yeah, Owl, who's the boss in the West. Yep. Basically telling Kendrick to drop a diss track is what some of this is, or basically what all of this is saying. He didn't think this beef through. I'm sure he did. I am sure he did. Yeah, get your head popped in a crowded room. World is a chess game. You're out of moves. All right, cool. Basically, hasn't dropped. Why are you not dropping? What the hell is going on? Gotcha. All right, let's keep going. Now we got Drake, real Drake.
That's the truth. I'm definitely about to come around the land gang and let my fucking bow move. Shitting on you niggas from a whole different altitude. High up in the sky like I'm Howard Hughes. The first one really only took me an hour or two. The next one is really about to bring out the coward in you. But now we gotta wait a fucking week, cause Taylor Swift is your new top. And if you about to drop, she gotta approve. This girl really about to make you act like you not in a feud. She tailor-made your schedule with Ant, you out of the loop. Hate all.
Okay, he's low-key. He was low-key cooking him there with the Taylor Swift shit. I mean, I don't know how true it is, but I could see him getting run by Taylor because I, again, would not want to drop the same day, same week as her. Can we just, as a whole general, I'm not soloing Drake here, as a general as the rap industry in general, can we please stop using poop bars? They're just always so bad and corny. I mean, this one's not horrible. It's pretty funny, but like, there's so many, bro. It feels like almost every single song has one, and they're always bad. I don't know. This is funny though. Shitting on you from a different altitude. That's funny. And then he says the first one took him an hour or two, which is probably true. And then we gotta wait a week because Taylor's okay. I gotta stop. I'm going over these too much. I'm probably gonna cut most of this out. And if you about to drop, she's gotta approve. She tailor made your schedule with Aunt you out of the loop. That's really good. Yeah. The next one is really about to bring out the coward in you. So he's already got another one lined up. I'm sure this is the one that has like a big bomb on it that he's waiting for Kendrick to respond to. Or I don't know, maybe he's going to drop it just to egg him on more to get the response out. I don't know. At least keep going.
All you corporate industry puppets, I'm not in the mood. I love it when you niggas talk loose like I'm not in the room. Since like that, your tone changed a little, you not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? It feel like you kinda removed. You tryna let this shit die down. Nah, not this time, nigga, you following through. I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve. What the fuck is taking so long? We waiting on you. The rest of y'all are definitely involved, y'all getting it too. Soon as you get the courage to drop, I'm out on the loose.
Damn.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right. So basically, more of why are you not dropping? You should have dropped by now. Are you just trying to get better? Yeah. He's basically like, oh, you're like scared, like you can't make an album, you can't drop a song. Like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you drop a song? Yeah. Since like that, your tone changed. You're not as enthused. Basically, he hasn't said anything since like that dropped. Corporate industry puppet. I mean, I wouldn't call Drake a corporate industry puppet, but I don't know. He definitely plays to different things to boost numbers, which everybody does. That's just how you play the game. That's why I'm making a Drake diss track video. It's just how it works. But yeah, if the split thing's true and him having to drop those verses with him not wanting to is true, then yeah, he is a puppet, I would say. He's being controlled. He's not able to do what he wants to do. But you trying to let this shit die down. Nah. That's just kind of cringe, dude. Nah. He's got to put some goofy Drake shit in there, doesn't he? He's got to. All right. Well, fuck it. There's just a little bit left. It's just the outro, so let's get the outro going.
Get the courage to drop, I'm out on the loose. On the loose. Yeah, shout out to Taylor Swift. Biggest gangster in the music game right now. You know, I moved my album when she dropped. I said that already. You know, she back a million, gonna do a Millie Rock on your head top. She got the whole PG Lang on mute like that Beyonce challenge. Y'all boys quiet for the weekend, like. I know you in that NY apartment, you struggling right now. I know it. In a notepad doing lyrical gymnastics, my boy. You better have a motherfucking quintuple entendre on that shit. Some shit I don't even understand. Like, this shit better be crazy. We waiting on you. Yeah.
Okay, the way he talks there kind of seems like it's a buddy-buddy thing. Like he's friendly, kind of. Is kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure K-Dot is spending a lot of time on the lyrics because, I mean, his shit's well written. What can I say? I don't know if it probably takes a long time because it's well written. So I don't know. He probably is, I don't know about struggling, but he definitely is working on something. He has to be. If he's not, then he's just going to let Drake win. And I feel like at this point, that would just be crazy. If Kendrick does not drop a diss track response, that is wild. You let Drake beat you in a diss track battle, like a lyrical diss track battle. That's kind of nuts. If that happens, that's crazy. If that happens, I'll fucking do something stupid. I'll eat like a really hot thing or some stupid ass shit. I'll get a tattoo. How about that? I will get a tattoo of the OVO logo if Kendrick does not drop a diss track. That is written down. That is in pen and paper. I really fucking hope he drops one now. I will fucking cry if I get an OVO tattoo. That shit will look bad. Oh boy. Well, Kendrick, the ball is in your court, bud. This one definitely wasn't as listenable as Push-Ups, but this one is more targeted to Kendrick. This is just Kendrick diss. The other ones were for other people. And yeah, he's definitely cooking them. But I will say he's saying kind of the same stuff as he did the first time. Yeah, I would say this diss is more or less the same content as the first one, just a little less listenable in my opinion. Him getting AI Tupac and AI Snoop Dogg on here is definitely the biggest part about this. Definitely the biggest diss in this. And he's not even saying anything. He's just using AI, saying he's not a tough guy, like that he's just rap capping, kind of, I guess. No, not rap capping. I guess he's just saying like he's not tough, like he wasn't built for this kind of shit. Which I guess is half valid, I would say. Yeah, and him being busy, not dropping a diss track, and talking about how long it's taking. I mean, we saw what happened when Rick Ross decided to drop a diss track hours later. It just wasn't. It just wasn't great. Yeah, but he's basically just getting two of Kendrick's like I don't know if Snoop's an idol, but people that I would say Kendrick looks up to just be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You gotta kill this guy. Like, really. I'm glad there wasn't many short jokes in this because that's just low hanging fruit, bro. I just feel like he needs to look into stuff better, which I mean, he definitely elaborated on the shit that was in push ups. I will say that. This shit's just Drake being a troll. D1 troll. Yeah, downright disrespectful is what I would say in general in some of this entire thing. I don't think that it's as well written as Push Ups was. It's definitely not as catchy as Push Ups was, but like he's already throwing out the like liking young girls thing. He's pulling like, oh, now you can't use that card, which he still can. But I see the only way Drake winning this if Kendrick drops a weak ass diss, or Drake just has insane information on the man, which is probably likely. So I look forward to seeing Kendrick's response. And however the fucking this shit goes, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more diss tracks from other people that are in this. And holy shit, fucking hell. I hope Kendrick drops something because if he doesn't, and I have to get a fucking OVO tattoo, that would be terrible. So that's been Drake's number one hater apparently, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace the fuck out.